Hey everybody, welcome to the very first draft of Crimson. Wow, it just came out yesterday, so let's hop right into it. Let's try the first draft. I did two drafts already, just to get a bit of a feel for the set. I went 0-3 in the first one and 7-2 in the second one, so I guess my average is like 3-3, which is to be expected at the start of the format. Had a really sweet Boros deck the last time. And it seems like we opened up a really sweet rare this time around. Wedding Announcement is just an incredible enchantment. It allows you to put, at the end of the step you put an invitation counter no matter what you do. And if you attack with two creatures or more this turn, you draw a card, otherwise you create a 1/1 token. And after 3 turns, when you have 3 announcement counters on it, or invitation counters on it, you transform it and it becomes an anthem for all your creatures, basically giving all your creatures +1/+1. That is definitely going to be the pick here, because it's just an incredible enchantment. It's really hard to get rid of it. And in generally a very good card. You do want to pair it like basically with anything, like red-white would like it, blue-white flyers would like it. The other good card would be Circle of Confinement. It's like a 2 mana removal spell in enchantment form for a creature that costs 3 or less. Festinger seems surprisingly good. It explodes a creature, then allows you to draw cards and lose life. But let's start with Amazing Enchantment, I guess. And let's see where it takes us. So here I would... we have the Kindly Ancestor, which is like a 3 mana 2/3 lifelinker, which is not bad, and when it dies you can get it back as an enchantment. It gives lifelink to something, which would probably be the case because we want to kind of stay on color to be sure to play white. Other than that, a Reclusive Taxidermist is not a bad card. It can become a 4/4 late game. It's like in the green-white deck, it's a human, so it has those synergies. It's a mana dork, so it helps you to ramp or mana fix. Ardgul of Triven. When he or another zombie dies, look at the top card of library. If it's a zombie, you reveal it and put it in your hand. Otherwise, you can put it into the graveyard. It's good in the blue-black zombies deck, but I don't think anywhere else it would be that good. Otherwise, the Flame Blast Bolt is a really good card. It deals 2 damage to a creature or planeswalker and exiles it if that creature would die, which I think is a pretty powerful effect. What does this do again? Braincomber. So whenever enters the battlefield or becomes the target of an aura spell, so enchantment, disturb creature, create a 1/1 white spirit, and when it dies you get it back as an enchantment that has the same ability to spit out 1/1 spirit tokens. I do kind of like it. We already have something that disturbs, helps us to go white. It is a 2-color one, so it's more committing color-wise. But if it will be open, I think it will be a really good card. Otherwise, Fierce Retribution, it's an okay removal spell. Pierce Lightning, not that good, because only deal 2 damage to attacking or blocking creature, not that good. Traveling Minister, really good in aggressive decks. I had it in the last deck when I was Boros. So red-white. Bleacher Guests, I thought it was actually pretty good. It's a 3 mana 3/2 Trampler, which makes blood tokens whenever it deals damage, so surprisingly efficient. Otherwise we have Shield Basher, which is good. We have the Griffin Cavalry, which I think is what we're gonna take. We're just gonna try to stay on color in white, and we're gonna see what the other color that we want to be will be. Like a Blood Hypnotist is also not a bad card, so like some nice red cards for sure. Some okay blue cards, but like this assistant is really good if you have a lot of sack fodder, if you can get it to kill something for profit and then draw a card. Otherwise I would not be that interested in playing that. Another Kindly Ancestor, okay. Flame Blast Bolt, like 5th pick, is already pretty late, I would say, and pretty good sign. We get an uncommon Rending Flame. It deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that permanent is a spirit, it deals additional 2 damage to the permanent's controller, which is just an amazing rate. It's an instant speed 3 mana removal for almost any creature. And I think this, in combination with the Flame Blast Bolt, could be a sign. Plus the last pack we saw 2 good red cards. It might mean that red-white could be an option for us. And we're definitely not, this card can just go to the sideboard. It's not locking us in the blue-white color pair at all. So for now we're just trying to stay open to see what exactly would be the most appropriate for us to be in. Repository scab, you can return stuff back by exporting creature, return target instant or sorcery. That's not a bad card, I guess. This is also good because it's unblockable only if you have a card in exile, which means that you need to have a disturb creature come back as an enchantment and then die again to get it exiled. So I think we're gonna take the scab, still could be blue. Other than that, we only have this. It's a 5 mana removal in red, but it's a replaceable level, so it does not mean that we're necessarily needing that. Ceremonial Knife, it gets +1/+1, and whenever it deals damage, create a blood token. Nurturing Presence, this could also be an interesting card. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under control, this creature gets +1/+1, so the enchanted creature, and when the Nurturing Presence comes into the field, create a 1/1 Flying Spirit token. Or you could take the Short Strike. I'll take the Nurturing Presence. Wow, that's a lot of red cards. Blood-Tide Harvester, really good in the the red-black vampires, but we don't have any black cards, and I don't think we're gonna move into it now. So we're choosing between the rest, and we have a lot of red cards still. Like, I don't mind just taking the Runebound Wolf as a 2-drop and seeing if red will keep being that open. This is good in the blue-white flyers also, because they all come back as enchantments, so it allows this guy to attack. And we're not missing out on much. I'll take this guy. We're filling out the packs for now. Wandering Spirits. Ooh, or a Flame Blast. Man, that's such a late Flame Blast bolt. I just love the removal. Bloodpale Celebrant is an amazing 2-drop. It's a 2/1 for 2 that when it is attacking, it has First Strike, and when it dies, it creates a blood token, which is usually irrelevant, but the fact that it has First Strike when it's attacking is really good, I think. And Belligerent guys got around, so I think, and the Ancestor, nice. I think the blue-red could be our color pair. I mean, the red-white could be our color pair. Let's see, the rare is Curse of Hospitality. Whenever creatures attacking enchanted player have trample, whenever creature deals combat damage to enchanted player, that exiles the top card, and you can play it, but normally paying the mana cost still. The Ancestor is nice, but we don't want to have too many 3-drops, and red-white can have a lot of stuff on 3 mana, so I think I will just take the 2/2 with an upside. Nothing that crazy otherwise for us. A Braid is a really powerful card. I would love to have a Falconer Celebrant, but I think this card will, because currently people don't really take it very highly. But a 5 mana 4/4 Menace is actually surprisingly good in an aggressive deck. It can be really hard to block. It works well with any kind of combat tricks that you might have. Or if we get a Fierce Attribution, one of these two back would be great. But the Bright is a really good combat trick and a removal. Speaking of which, I would not mind having another one. If this was not here, the debate would be actually between the Evolving Wilds and the Fierce Retribution. This is good, but even in your 2-color decks, you kind of want to have an Evolving Wilds, at least one, because it really helps you find even your second mana, and even in 2-color decks, you surprisingly often can have problems with not finding your second color. So I would love to have one in the deck at the end of the draft, but right now, I'm just taking under a Braid and be quite happy about it. Again, now that we have another Evolving Wilds and another Blood Palace Celebrant, but I think this is one of the premium 2-drops you can have in red, red-white or red-black, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be red-white now, so probably gonna be the pick. Nothing that, like, this is an okay card in black probably. I haven't seen actually anybody play it yet. This is a good card in blue-white flyers, but like in our deck we just want to have like a good curve of creatures. Therefore we're gonna take Griff Rider. It's a nice flyer. We don't have currently much to make it that has more power than it to have it train, but I think it would be a good card. Like, we just need some late game, some bigger guys or something with free power. Sigarda's Imprisonment is not a really good card. Like, too often you enchant something of theirs and then they just explode it or whatever, and they gain the value out of the creature anyway. And they sacrifice a creature they can't use regardless. Doom Descender is a really good card in the blue-black Exploit deck, but we're taking under a Braid. Like, you might think that we have too many already, or just a lot, because we have 3, but trust me, it's really good to have so many. Well, like I said before, I would love to have a Celebrant, so I think that's going to be the pick here. A Flame Blast Bolt, not be bad, but we do have 3 Abrades already. We have a Bolt, we have a Rending Flame, so we have quite a bit of removal. What we need is some bigger creatures right now. So I think that one will do just fine for us. Short Strike, not a bad card. Okay, to drop. This guy is surprisingly amazing because when you flip it, you just deal 3 damage to any creature. It can kill small creatures, it can hit opponent in the face, or it can just make something not be able to block. It's a 5/5. But definitely we're taking the Quartermaster Angel. It's an incredible card. It just puts a 1/1 counter on each show up to 2 other target creatures you control. Doesn't say you control, but obviously that's what we're going to choose. So it's like exactly the top end that we're looking for. Not playing any of these cards. I'm just taking something for the vault, I guess. I'm taking another one, but like now we have enough of late game. I would like something here maybe, or now I'll just take an Evolving Wilds. It's going to be real helpful to get us, help us fix our mana. We don't need that removal spell that we had at the end, because we already have plenty, and probably we're going to see some more anyway. Like, this guy, maybe if we don't find something better than that. Wow, okay, we opened a bomb in blue. Not something that we're actually going to be able to play, because we're not going to make our deck much worse by trying to splash something in a different color. Like, for us, I guess Parish Blade Trainee would be good. A lot of the stuff we have, basically everything trains it. Voltaic Visionary might be good. Yeah, actually might pick up this guy now. This guy I would only pick up because it's gonna be played in standard, but I'm gonna take a good 2-drop, I think. Another pick would be between these two. So Circle of Confinement, a really good removal spell, but we do have 3, 4, 5 removal spells already. And what we want is more stuff like this that bumps our whole board. And it's only 3 mana for so much power. Yeah, definitely taking that thing. We have 14 creatures. We would love a few more creatures, maybe a few here. All the creatures you control get +1/+, so nah, we don't want this either. It's like for the... I guess I'll take another Braid or what? 4 Braids? Okay. We're just gonna kill everything on opponents have on the board and kill him with whatever we have left, I guess. So now the next card that we're gonna pick is we're gonna start making some cuts in the deck. Probably Nurturing Presence is gonna go, because this I would say is good in Blue-White Flyers deck, where you care about having enchantments. Not that much in our deck. A Minister. This is actually a really good card in Blue-Red. Magma Pummeler. Probably not. I think I'm just gonna take the Minister. It's just like a really solid card. Solid 1-drop, and we're gonna start, like I said, start cutting cards. Don't need these cards that much. Rending Flame, okay, it's great. I guess we could replace one of the braids we have. But I think I just want another Bloodpellow Celebrant, first of all. Okay, I think this deck is gonna be amazing. Pretty sure it's gonna be amazing. Nothing for us here, we don't want this because it deals 1 damage to each opponent. That's whatever, that's not worth 1 mana even, and 1/1 is bad. This we don't really have any synergy, so 3 mana 2/2 that gives us a blood token doesn't help us. This is kind of too expensive, I think, for to play, because 5 mana tapper is, I don't think, something you want to have. This will be a good card, or maybe a Suitor. I think this guy would be more irreplaceable in effect, because we have a lot of removal. And we're happy to playing another 3-drop. I guess we won't see any of the red, white, gold cards, which would be incredible in this particular deck. But I think that even without it, our deck is really good. We didn't get any of the any amazing rares. Okay, we got the Wedding Announcement, obviously, but after that we did not get any rare for us, which is too bad, because the set is really full of incredible rares that can just take over the game by themselves. No, I think I'm actually cutting in a braid. Do I play another one? Probably, right? How many creatures? 18? No, this is like whatever. Whatever, probably. Not playing any of these cards. We already have like Brother Land, we have 25. I would play 16 lands, so we need to cut one more card. Magma Pummeler. I wonder if that's actually good. Seems kinda too expensive, because you need to pay already 2 mana first of all. This is good like in a black-white life gain deck. Okay, I guess we need to make one cut, and we're gonna play 16 lands, because we're kind of a low to the ground deck. So we're gonna play like this, 16. Let's see, we have 18 creatures. Let's sort it out by creatures. We got 3, 4, 5, 6 2-drops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3-drops. We have a lot of removal, that's great. I'm thinking about just cutting a like this kind of wolf, because it's mostly it's gonna be a 2/2 for 2, and it deals damage equal to the number of wolves and werewolves to control, which we have what, 1, 2, 3. That's it, 3. This guy's also then gonna be worse because of it. Because this one's only better if we have another one. This one at least has a late game ability by himself, so I guess if we're cutting a 2-drop, we're cutting this guy. Like this art doesn't even look like a wolf. It looks like a husky or something, or like a mammoth, like something super fluffy. Super fluffy. Yeah. Okay, I think the deck is okay the way it is. Let's try the first game. We go first. 2-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop. Immediately starting with a 1-drop, huh? Traveling Minister. With this card, you need to keep in mind that it can only activate it as a sorcerer speed, so you need to activate it like before. That's very aggressive. Interesting. He's trading 1 mana. I mean 1 damage for 2 damage. Plus he could target himself with it and gain a life. So interesting. Very, very aggressive from our opponent. Again. At least now he has something to play with. Not gonna attack anymore, obviously. So when this with both of them next turn, he transforms into a 3/3 Trampler and adds 2 red. So we're gonna have play a land. We're gonna have 7 mana all of a sudden. Radiant Grace, so it has Vigilance. Oof, okay. Now he kind of spilled out a bunch of stuff, yeah. That was quite a curve from our opponent now. Oh no, this has protection from vampires. Oh, that was my mistake. Did not actually read the card. That's a big mistake from my side. Now I just threw away a vampire, plus it has lifelink. 2, 4, 5, 7. I guess I could have activated it because I can't play 2 stuff at the same time anyway. Should have activated this guy to at least get 1 more damage here. Oof, protection from vampires, that's gonna be a cruel one. Wow, should have read that card. It's the first time I actually playing against this thing, and I knew it was good. I just didn't imagine how good exactly. Yeah, gonna destroy us now. Just like the whole everything here was bad for us. The fact that this thing is gonna get bigger and bigger. The angel is just like a perfect curve topper. The fact that they both have vigilance is making it impossible to raise. That's not good, yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna die to the 2 flyers. We need to try to dig to something. Like a braid. We have a bunch of braids, for example. That would help. Didn't draw any. So that's not good. 3, 6. Let me see. Like I can jump block. I can go to. Like, okay, even throwing that guy away was obviously really bad, because I forgot that this thing has protection from vampires, but even without it, I don't think we would be in a really good shape against all the flyers. And we have like 5 pieces of removal. We have like 3 Abrades and a Rending Flame. That would be all great here to kill off the flyers, but we kind of need to draw that. So much lifelink, man. So much. And this thing gets bigger with every enchantment he has. They come to play tapped anyway, because of this shit now. So it's like 8 damage. Go to 1. He goes, gains 8, goes to 43. Wow. Wow. So now I'm at 1, everything kills me. This does not save us. Okay, that was quite a beating the first game. The opponent had like a lot of synergies going on there. Okay, no problem. Look, we're just learning the format, so let's try again. Let's go next game. We did not draw any of our removal spells at all, which was already kind of lucky because we have like 5 pieces of it. Plus we threw a creature away, but okay, we're learning out all the cards. Still learning all the cards anyway. And this set has a lot of really amazing rares and mythic rares. So almost every game you're gonna play against somebody with a really amazing rare. Well, playing against somebody in diamond already. That's interesting. Like not playing somebody in gold or at least platinum. Like, is there so few people playing right now, or what? That this was the closest match. Yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of really good rares, so almost every game you're gonna play against a really good rare or a mythic rare, so you will need to have some kind of a answer to them, because a lot of them are gonna be creatures. You're gonna need to have removal for them. Well, not blocking that thing, so might as well get in an attack. Play this guy. Next turn attack with both, flip them. Maybe kill a blocker with the braid. So we have 4, we're gonna have 6 mana. Like he can discard a card to exile it, so if he's gonna offer a trade, I'm gonna take it. Like I'm not gonna try to remove it in response. We do have 6 mana, so I'm just gonna play the most out we can. And a 4/4 menace when the opponent doesn't have anything on the board is going to be really good. And I guess he just didn't have a 4th land also. Okay, 1/1. Not bad, not bad. Like the last time I had a really powerful red-white deck because I had that 5 mana mythic rare werewolf that has menace and haste, and whenever it attacks, it deals 1 damage to creature, player, and planeswalker, which was obviously amazing whenever I played it. And the deck actually played out really well, even though I was on the play like almost every single game. Just because it was, people are stumbling, people are trying out new cards, they don't know what's good yet. So if you have like some aggressive curve of good creatures, it's really hard to play against that. What does this do? 3 mana, 3/3. Well, it certainly stops my guy. And without a Braid, we're not gonna pushing through that just yet. Yeah, taking that. Not trading both of my creatures for his, and possibly even him having a combat trick. Plus, now that we attack with both of them, like these two are a really good pair. Tap it down, huh? Hmm. 6/3. I'm just gonna kill it off. Play another one. Next turn I can, I guess, play this pre-combat, put some counters on stuff. So I don't even have to attack with the Suitor, I can just attack with the other 2 creatures and he will still flip. And gain me mana. Okay. So he did that in the pre-combat, so I'm just gonna play this out then. He didn't want me to flip this guy, but he could have waited until beginning of attacks. Ooh, that thing is a problem. That thing is a problem. Three pits. I'm gonna play out this guy because it trades off. I mean, it doesn't, I guess, because of this thing, but I can give this. So he takes 4 from this. Another target creature. So yeah, I think now we just win. We just do this on this. We attacked with just these 2, so he flips. And then we do this twice. And that's it. Got there. That Deadly Dancer is surprisingly good. Like, I heard other people saying that he's really good, but I did not actually have a chance to try it yet. But yeah, he's amazing. Like, not that hard actually to attack with exactly 2 creatures, especially if you have a low curve like we do. Let me just check again. Do we want to have the 4th Abrade just in case? Do we want to change anything here? Like, I'm pretty sure that we don't, but like 3 Abrades, Rending Flame, Flame Blast Bolts, I think that's enough. Like 3, 4, 5. But how many vampires do we have? 8? Because this works with vampires. It's another target creature. Like, it could pump our whole board, plus a vampire we have could deal damage to something. And like, these are all vampires. These are vampires. Vampires. Or instead of like this wolf to have this. Let's give it a try. We have so many vampires, I think it could be good, because it can pump the board as well as remove a creature if you have a vampire on the field. And it doesn't even have the fight effect, so that both creatures deal damage to each other. It's just like a vampire deals damage to another creature, so could be good in this case. We'll also lead off with this because we don't want to have a tap land later in the field and we have stuff to do. Get a mountain. So he's playing green, black, green, black, and red, but he's not splashing red. That much is obvious. He went to get the swamp with the Evolving Wild, so it could be that he's splashing black. So he could be like a red-green vampire stack. I mean, a red-green werewolf stack, and splashing black for a removal or some bomb. I guess yeah, I should have killed that so he would be able to play this. Let's kill that off. Just gonna be mana efficient, play out this guy. We can try to kill this off with a braid and a block or something. This is like a really good card, like it gets 2 less to cast it if you troll under werewolf, or a wolf, like he did. I think we'll just take it. It's kind of a racing situation and I think we could be winning this one. Hmm. Can always get this back on this guy. And then it's gonna be really hard to race. Of course, if he has a removal now, it's kind of bad for him. Like if he has like a wolf strike or something, where a wolf deals damage to, a creature deals damage to another creature, he will just kill it off without actually sacrificing anything. But he seems to be kind of stuck on mana, and I think we can capitalize on that. Let's say I just kill this off. No. Oops, almost made a mistake. Kill this off now. And get in for 6. 4 of which is lifelink, so it's impossible for him to raise that. And play another mana creature. Then next turn we can just pump all our creatures. But now he doesn't have any attacks anymore, yeah. We could give this +3/+3, it's gonna be like a 7/7, he'll need to double block, trade off the board. No, I'm just gonna play this thing. Still, if I attack with it now, he needs to double block, I trade off for this thing. I guess I should have done that beforehand, if I was gonna do that. Then I probably could have also attacked with this guy to give it, because he would probably double block that thing. But I do think we still win now. Because this just gives this flying, and that's it. We hit him for 10 in the air. Yeah, okay, I think we could have played that last turn or two better, but we still did pretty good. 3-1, actually a pretty good start. Can't really complain about it. The games felt really smooth most of the time. We had enough answers to stuff, we had a good curve of creatures to pressure our opponent constantly. So... no 1 or 2 drop. It's kind of unfortunate, but it's a keepable hand. Yeah, might still draw 2 drop now. Let's, I don't know, take a mountain. Okay. Then we're playing a flyer. And well, here Rending Flame is going to be really good. Killing off stuff, dealing damage to creatures. Unfortunately, that's not they printed the Braid, which kills a creature or destroys an artifact, and they printed a lot of enchantments, enchantment removal, I would say, not hate. Good enchantments. This would be great here to kill it off, but we're kind of constrained on mana, and we don't have a good good attack for the Steelclad Spirit. We do need to start drawing some lands, though. That's certainly one way of doing stuff. I'm just gonna try to kill off this now to see what our opponent is playing with. Yeah, Syncopate. Thought he might have that. I guess we can also not attack. Like if we attack, it's gonna be a 3-3. And then he's gonna, let's say his block is here, pump it, or blocks here. I'm still gonna use this and this, because it exiles it then. So he can't have that enchantment part, which would give something double strike. Well, he board wipe for one creature, really? Okay, I guess. He was really scared of that guy. Like, if we're not gonna draw some lands, it's gonna be a pretty short game. This has ward 2, so we can't even kill it with this. We can kill it with a Braid, though. Like, I'm not gonna block that thing anyway, so might as well get in some damage if I can. Like, we're kind of falling behind because we're not drawing our lands. It's already turn 7 and we're only at 4 mana. You're gonna get a Syncopate back if he explodes itself. No? His last card could be another Syncopate, yeah. Unfortunately. But like, we had to play out our stuff eventually. Another one or what? Like, he's getting priority, but he could also be from just from this now. So I'm not gonna play another one. mean, now we get rid of that thing at least. With this flip, if you attack with 2 or more creatures, draw a card. Otherwise you... you need to kill that thing. Yeah, another flyer. Yeah, I guess we just lost this game because we were screwed on lands for too long. We could not play our stuff out. Plus the 2 syncopates kinda screwed us. Like the thing is, I can play a flyer, buff some guys, attack with both, but it doesn't give us any life, and at the beginning of combat he just taps down my flyer and he beats me for 6. If I play 3 and 2, it's gonna be 4, 6. This is not enough to kill him either. So like my only option is that he makes some kind of a mistake. Yeah, he's not gonna make a mistake. He just needs to tap down the flyer and kill me. Too bad. It was actually a relatively close game, I would say. If he didn't have exactly this rare to keep tap down my lifelinker, or if I drew my lands a bit faster to have the removal sooner, I don't know. The game could have gone much differently if we had a bit of a faster draw. Well, hopefully we're gonna get another window. I think the deck is still pretty good, and if we can avoid having some mana problems or stumbling into some really ridiculous rare, I think we should be doing well, actually. What does he have for 1 green? Does he have the dig up? That's the only thing I can think of right now. I'm just gonna get him for 1 damage. Rather than getting 1 life or the aggressive deck. Dawnheart's Disciple. Disciple. So this gets +1. Not gonna attack because he does not want to trade off. Okay, good to know. Okay. Maybe he has that massive might. Yeah, that's what gave him priority before. Next turn, if we don't draw a land to play the Celebrants, we're just gonna tap this guy to see what we draw. If we get that, that's good enough for me. Okay. Sure. Well, still, this guy doesn't do anything now that he's dead if he doesn't have another creature to put it on. And if he has another creature, he won't be able to do that both at the same time. So, I'm okay there. I just keep rather attacking with this guy. Like he's good if you don't have anything in hand anymore to do, and he can attack because he's a 3/1 and he would trade. Like now. Like now I'm gonna activate this ability. Yeah. I can activate it. I can play it this turn. Yeah. Create a blood token. Transform that guy. Okay, that was it. Yeah, he had he stumbled a little bit with mana also, I guess, and didn't have much to do. We just kind of buried him in card advantage. Which is interesting, because we're a red-white deck. That's not usually what a red-white deck does. But yeah, the deck seems sweet. The format itself seems super sweet also. Even though I'm not that much for vampires, they seem to be playing out pretty nicely here. Nice, we actually already converted our draft token into another whole draft. Drafting for free at Arena. Who says Arena is expensive? Yeah, okay. Man, I don't like this new art of Sorin. He looks too much like something that escaped from Twilight novels. I'm like, yeah, no thanks. I guess I just play a flyer, right? I would obviously prefer to play the announcement. If like want to play around syncopates, but on an empty board, this is gonna be okay. Wow, well that was a fast one. Didn't draw the third land. As soon as I say I have an announcement to make, he just comes. Like, it wasn't even that big of an announcement. It's some wedding, but it's not like you had to go. I know the guests were already kind of assembling slowly, but yeah, well, nice 5 wins. that one was super easy, but hey, I'll take an easy win if I can. Like, I lost games like that also in the past, so whenever you can get an easy win like that, it always feels good. Well, on the draw, we do need exactly a plains, but we have a 2-drop and a removal to play. Any land lets us play Rending Flame. Even if we get a white land to play the wedding announcement, I think we're in a good shape. So I hope we don't lose the last one. For no good reason. Okay, we're gonna have a game, it seems. I'm just gonna play out the wedding announcement, start making tokens. That thing is so hard to deal with, it's incredible. It's like, phew, it's a fucking bomb. Trade this off, I think. I know it draws him a card, but I need to do that. Kill this thing before it grows even bigger. Like the main thing to combat this is to simply not letting your opponent have anything on the board, which is obviously easier said than done, but for now it seems like we're gonna manage to do that. I don't want to draw cards, so I'm just gonna attack with one. I want another dude. Upkeep. You may mill 2 cards. Whenever you put in the graveyard, create a 1/1 insect. Zanimivo. 3-6. Do I just play the biggest thing or 2 things? I think 2 things, and then I can pump them both next turn. And then I can just pump these 2 next turn. Or I guess this and a token, and attack with this, so this trains and gains the counter anyway. Let's see what it came out. Forest and Wolf Strike. That's a really good card that I see people pass really late lately. Still, I mean, still, it's only the second day. A lot of people only play their first draft, or not even that yet. But it's a really good card. That's my point. Do pick it highly. Like even if you don't read the first part, target creature control gets +2 until the end of the turn if it's night. Just erase that part and it's still good. It's like your creature deals damage equal to its power to another creature you don't control. So it's just like a punch effect. So I like for 3 mana, and obviously if you have the day-night cycle going and you manage to turn it night, which means that you have some werewolves, it's even better then. What, did our opponent disconnect now? Or is he thinking deeply? Okay, got rid of the lifelinker. He's gonna block the small one. I'm gonna Blessed Bolt it, and again his enchantment's not gonna do anything. That's the only way to fight it. If you leave it on the board, or he has already a bit of a board before he plays that, that just gains you so much advantage. You just keep putting counters on creatures every turn. You don't even need to flip it, because it's probably better if it's like that. If you have a board, If you don't have like 2 or 3 creatures to keep putting counters on them, then yeah, obviously you wanna flip it into a 3/6 vigilance guy. But like here we were really lucky to have an Abrade and then immediately Rending Flame for his 4/4 werewolf that flipped into a 5/5. Like if we didn't, it would be a 6/6 next turn, and it would be like Trampler, and it would be just impossible to deal with. So we're just gonna take this off so he doesn't get another counter next turn. And probably we will win now since he only has 1 card in hand. Okay, now 2 obviously, but we have 8 power on the just in the air flying. Like I don't know, is he on purpose playing super slowly or because he's losing or what? Like, come on, take it like a man and start a new draft. If you... Oh, look, these candles are interactive. That's something new. At least something to do when opponents are stalling out. One opponent's gonna be like that, then fine. We're just gonna time him out, I guess. Come on. Yeah, Mill 2, it's like the triggers on the stack, like he's what, disconnected or what? Yeah, I guess he did just disconnect. Oh well, Steven Straka. I wonder if you're Slovenian as well. Love the sleeves. Well, okay, we're 6 wins, I guess, so just 1 more, and we get a 2nd trophy in 3 drafts. Again, with a 2nd time with a red-white deck. That would be surprising. Red-white, secretly the best deck in the format. Who knows? You heard it here first, folks. Yeah. Rank 3, nice. When I started the set, I was like in gold 1. Nice, 6 wins. Okay, just 1 more. Can we get the trophy? Can we trophy? We go first. The hand is good. Okay, come on. I think I do actually just kill him now. Like, we have stuff to do now every turn. And we don't want him to kill our creature and then this flips into a 3/5, which will be really hard to deal with. Do I get this out or the flyer? This gives me a 1/1 and starts pumping up. flyer, I can next turn attack with both. And we can attack with both next turn. I guess I could have attacked also with this, might have not blocked. So this flips if he has 3 creatures with power more, right? So I think I'm just gonna... But like, if I kill this, I have a free attack, sure, but he still keeps this thing, and he's gonna do it eventually. I think I still do kill this. Black-white big butts deck, huh? Like, if I didn't kill that and I play the Wedding Announcement and he plays another creature that has toughness bigger than its power, it's gonna flip it at the beginning of combat already. So I will not have a opportunity to do much. Okay, now I'm gonna play this out. Start getting the counters on it. And it's gonna be good with the Arm the Cathars to get wider boards. Let's see, I give this 4, so I give this +3, this is +2. It's gonna be a 6-5. Let's see, he takes 6. This is gonna be a 5-4. Sure, okay. Not gonna attack with the last thing anyway. And because this was bigger power, it trained it again, yeah, right. And I can just use the token to cycle the land away. Now I'm just gonna flip this into a 2-6. Let's get rid of the land. Mm. 4, 6, 7, so I can play out both of them. I don't think I'm gonna attack. Get another one, we flip this. Okay, we have still like 2 Abrades and Flame Blessed Bolt. That would be good. And this also has training, right? And we can use the blood token we get to get rid of the land, draw some more action. I'm gonna use it now. If we get something that costs 4 or less, it's actually useful. Okay, not something we can play now, but I do think we have the game locked up because we have 2 flyers, plus we can discard make something else fly. Can't even explode it because he would lose 2 life. That's it. Okay guys, I hope you learned something. That's how you trophy made a new set. Display red-white, secretly the best deck in the format. Who cares about red-black zombies? Red-white train, that's the deck. Obviously it helps if you announce that you have a wedding, because then everybody just kind of scoops. But yeah, now you see, basically just try to have a lot of cheap creatures that, if possible, train each other. They have aggressive start, backed up with a bit of removal. That was always a path to success. Nice, we got 6 boosters. Let's open up our reward. Got 6 already because I trophied the last one also. So that's like, that was 12. And the first 4, I'm not sure where we got. Yeah, that's red-white. This guy is, I got that in the last deck, and it's actually incredible. Like, it gives itself +1/+0, and it has flying, so you already attack with him for 2 damage. And then it gives something else, like a really good attack. Like, for example, that 2-drop that has 4 strike when it's attacking. It's amazing with that. Like, yeah, not bad. Not a bad start to the new set. Almudric's such a disappointment. Also, like you saw, we got 4 abrades easily. Like, abrade is something that later in the format you're gonna get 1, maybe 2 if you're lucky. Almost never more than 2, because people will find out it's actually a really good good removal that's well costed, and they will not be passing you that much like they did now. Inspired Idea, probably gonna be played in standard. Runa Stormkirk, probably also good. Like, Lacerate Flash, I didn't actually see it in play much yet, but it seems solid. Like, 5 mana, deal 4, not bad. Like, and the Celebrants, as you saw, like in almost every game, like, you don't mind having 1 or 2 of these in the deck. Ooh, this can be also great in standard, in the mono green matchup, mono green deck. I mean, like a lot of firsts. Obviously, let's see, we're getting some nice rare wild cards going. But it was a beautiful art for the land. Angie, if you happen to open that card, draft blue, black-red vampire, she's insane. People are comparing her to Siege Rhino. I don't think she's exactly that good, but she's pretty amazing, yeah. Yeah, Voldaren Estate. I love the one that you can buy now in the store. That's alternate art for this. It's called Mansion of Dracula Mansion or something. Estate Dracula Castle. Not sure, but something with Dracula in its name. Ooh, Chandra. Wait, is that a different art for Chandra? I thought she had a different art. Okay, interesting. Nice. Our first Chandra. Well, that's it, guys. If you liked it, don't forget to leave me a like, a subscribe. For more content like this, I'll be posting a lot of draft videos, especially in the first and the second video of the set. You might learn something, and if you enjoy, let me know in the comments. Bye.